Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about if-else statements in Python. First of all, there are three types of if-else statements in Python. First one is if, second is if-else, and the third one is nested if.
Hi guys, this is Kalinga from the channel The Code Sprint. Welcome to the session. Now before we get started, please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get the latest notification. You can ask me any question using comments. I will try my best to answer those. If statement. In if statement, there will be one condition, and if the condition is true, then the statements will get executed. The syntax is if expression. If this expression is true, then the statements will get executed. The result of the expression is either true or false. If false, then the statement will not get executed. So, the block of the statement will get executed only if the value of the expression is true. Let's take one example and execute. Here, the expression value is true and the statement is getting executed, and it is giving me the output as expression is true. If I'll change this one to false, then the statement will not get executed. So the statement or the block of the statement will get executed only if this condition or the expression is true. Let's take one more example. Here I am receiving one input from the user and keeping it inside num variable. Then I am checking whether the remainder of this num variable is 0 or not. If it is 0, then it is even, and if it is not 0, then it is odd. Let's enter some value. Okay, if I'm giving 25, then it is not printing anything. It means we haven't given anything in else part. So if I'll give one even number, then it is printing number is even. The reason is we have given only the condition for if the number is even. We have not given any condition for odd number. Let's take one more example. Here we are accepting three inputs from the user and keeping it in A, B and C variable respectively, and we are checking with three conditions here using three if statement. First one is if A greater than B and A greater than C, then A is the largest one, and if B greater than A and B greater than C, then B is the largest one, and if C greater than A and C greater than B, then C is the largest one. Now execute this, enter the value of A. Let's, for example, I'm entering 10, value of B is 11 and value of C is 12. So C is the largest. Now I'll enter something like 15, 48 and 41. So B is the largest. Now enter something like 23, 21 and 15. Now A is the largest. This is all about if statement. Now come to if-else statement. In if-else statement, we have one condition, but we have true part as well as the false part. In if statement, we had only the true part. So if it is true, then it will execute the statement. And if it is not true, then there was nothing given in the if statement. But here in if-else part, we'll give two things. One is for true part and one is for false part. So this statement will get executed only if this condition is true, and this statement will get executed only if this condition is false or it is in else part. So the syntax is if, expression, then statements. So these statements will get executed if the condition is true, or else part this statement. It means if it is false, then this statement will get executed. So let's take one example and see. Here we are getting the age of the user and we are keeping it in age variable, and we are checking if the age is greater than equal to 18, then the user is eligible for vote, and if it is not, else part, you are not eligible for vote right now, you have to wait. So let's execute this. You are not eligible to vote right now, you have to wait. And if I'll enter something like more than 25, you are eligible to vote. So let's take one more example. Here we are taking one input from the user and we are checking whether it is even or odd. So let's execute. I'll enter something like 26. The given number is even. Then I'll enter something like 13. The given number is odd. So what is it doing is, it is accepting one number from the user and keeping it inside the number variable. Then we are checking whether the remainder is 0 or not. If it is 0, then it is even. If it is or else, if it is false, it will go to the else part, then the given number is odd. Next is elif statement. So this elif statement is one type of if else statement. So the difference I'll tell you. It will start with if else, but inside if else it will be elif. So elif means else if. So let's understand the concept first. It will check for one condition. If it is true, then this statement will get executed, then it will come out of the if statement. Then if it is false, then it will check another condition, and if it is true, then this statement will get executed, then it will come out of the if statement. Then if it is false, then it will check for the another condition. If it is true, then it will go to this statement and it will get executed, then it will come out of the if statement. If nothing is true, then it will go to else part. So else is a kind of default. So if no condition is true, then it will go to this statement and it will execute here, then it will come out of the if statement. Let's see the syntax here. So if first expression 1, then if this one is true, then this statement will get executed. Else if or elif expression 2, then this statement will get executed. Elif expression 3, if this expression 3 is true, then this statement will get executed, or else this statement will get executed. So it's a default statement. If no expression is correct, then this statement is going to be executed. So let's take one example and see here. I'm accepting one input from the user and I'm keeping it inside number. So if the number is equal to 5, the given number is 5, and if the number is equal to 10, the given number is 10, and if the number is equal to 15, the given number is 15, else the given number is not equal to 5, 10 or 15. Let's execute and see. Suppose I'm entering 5 for the first time. So the given number is 5, it is saying, and second time I'll enter 10. It is saying that the given number is 10. The second condition is getting true here. And similarly, if I'll enter 15, then the third condition will get true and it will print the given number is 15. If I'll give something apart from 5, 10 or 15, then it will go to the else part and it will print the given number is not equal to 5, 10 or 15. Let's take one more example here. Okay, this is very much live example you might have seen everywhere. So if the marks, we are taking one input from the user as a marks, then if the marks is greater than equal to 85, you can type it mark or marks, whatever. So if the marks is greater than equal to 85 and marks less than equal to 100, then it will print excellent, you have scored O grade. And if else if the marks is greater than equal to 60 and less than 85, then it will print very good, you have scored A grade. Similarly, if it is greater than 40 and less than 60, it will print good, you have scored B grade. And if it is greater than equal to 30 and less than 40, you have scored C grade. Else, or the default part, try again. So let's execute this and see. So if I'll enter something like 90, then excellent, you have scored O grade. Then I'll enter something like 70, A grade it is showing right now. Then 55, B grade. Then 35, C grade. If I'll enter something below 30, 29 I'm entering right now. So it is giving me try again. So this is all about else if statement. Now the last one is nested if. So nested if is one if inside another if. So if this condition is true, then it will go to one more condition. So this condition is inside this condition. Then if again this condition is true, then it will execute this statement. Then finally it will come out of if and it will execute this. If this condition is false, then it will go outside of if statement, it will just execute, then it will come here. Then if first condition is true and the second condition is false, then it will go here and execute this statement, then it will come out of this if statement. Let's understand using one example, but before that let's understand the syntax first. So if the first expression is true, then it will execute this statement. So here the statements are multiple, more than one statement we have. So if this condition or this expression is true, it will check for the another expression, here expression 2, and if this expression 2 is true, then this statement will get executed. So for this statement, first of all, this expression 1 should be true and this expression 2 should be true, then only this statement will get executed. Similarly, for this statement, this expression should be true and this expression should be true. Similarly, for this one, expression 4, this statement will get executed if this expression and this expression is true. Else, if this expression is true but expression 2 and expression 3 and expression 4 are false, then it will simply execute this one. So this else is for this if. That is the reason I have kept it in same indent. So here the indentation I have maintained here is in this if this is true, then this statement has one indentation. Then second one for if this expression 3 is true, then this has got one more indentation. Then for third expression 4, if this is true, then this is another indentation I have right now. And for else, this is the indentation I have. So this else is for this if and this else is for this if. If the first expression, that is expression 1, if this is not true, then it will go to else part and it will execute only this statement. And finally, once it is done, it will just come out of this whole if statement starting from here to here, then it will execute this statement. Let's understand this using this example. I am getting one mark from the user and I am comparing. If the mark is greater than 30, then you have passed the exam. If it is less than 30, then it will directly come to this part, else part, and it will print you have not passed the exam and try again. So if this one is true, then it will go inside and it will check for if mark is greater than equal to 60, then first division. Then if mark is greater than 40, greater than equal to 40 and less than 60, then it is second division. else third division. Let's execute this one and understand. If the mark is, let's 75. So first of all, if the mark is 75, so this is getting true. So it is printing you have passed the exam. Here it is, you have passed the exam. Then it will go to this condition. So again I have entered 75. 75 is greater than equal to 60. So then it is printing first division. So first division it is printing here, and finally it is coming out of the loop, out of the if statement, and it is printing closing the program. If for the second time, if I'll enter something like 55, so it will go here, it is greater than equal to 30, and this condition is not true now. So after this condition is true, it will go to this condition. So 55 is greater than equal to 40 and less than 60, so it is second division. So it is printing second division, and then it will come out of the if statement and it will print this one and close the program. Similarly for third division, it is, suppose I am taking 35, then it will check it is greater than 30 and it will print this one, because these two conditions are false right now, and it will go to the else part and it is printing third division, then it is closing the program. Next I'll give something like 25. So you have not passed the exam, try again, closing the program. So it is checking 25 with this, 25 is greater than equal to 30, no. So it is coming to the else part and it is printing you have not passed the exam, and try again. After that it is printing closing the program. So this is all about if statement in Python. Thank you.